rolling. Hi friends. Hello and welcome back to Tammy Loves Vintage. So I was live just a little bit ago from my living room and was showing you how I had my mantle set and explaining how I wasn't super crazy for a few little things, just needed a little tweaking. And you know, those thoughts come from sitting too long, looking at something too long, and when it bothers you, you gotta fix it. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I thought I would do it with you guys just because it's been a while since I've been live. I usually don't go live a whole lot anymore. There's hundreds and hundreds of videos. They're all transferred over to YouTube. If you want to catch any of them, you're welcome to check my YouTube, or you can click on the video tab and check some out. Oh gosh, I used to go live like all the time. And now I kind of just go when I have something that might be interesting for someone, more than just trying to come up with something. So anyway, this is what I wanted to get done, and I thought I would share it with all of you. I have plenty of projects for my group this month. We've already done one, and I have 1, 2, 3 more sitting there looking at me. So we've got plenty to do over there. So I thought I would come and see you guys here. It's been a while, so I thought we would just get at it. So the easiest thing, first of all, is the shoe. Do I have any shoes down here? Let me see. Oh, I do. I have this shoe that we've done, and I have this shoe that I did for 4th of July. And you know what? So here's a little tip. So you know I love decorating the shoes. I have never seen anyone ever do a shoe, not claiming it. There's always, you know, it's a big world out there, but it was one of my little bright ideas. And I just did a little simple 4th of July postcard, and I just stuck it in a shoe, not permanently, so that I can take it out and use it later. So I have a few 4th of July things up there. I think I did some of them with you guys. I made that flag, I know, with you guys. You can barely see the little star buttons, but they're up there. And then I had this shoe up here because I thought that was a fabulous old postcard. So I wanted to, let's see, how did I have that? Let me get it, because I'll never look back. There we go. There we go. So, okay, so there's that. And then I had this shoe that we totally maxed out and covered it, added buttons and fake laces, added a spool of thread, and just a vintage. I don't know that it's antique. I mean, it's old. You can see the old writing on it, but yeah, so it probably is an antique. But that also, I'm really loving the high heel shoe forms. They're very hard to come by. But if you keep watching, you can find them. I have my favorite one that I haven't done anything with yet is right here. And it's the very first high heel I'd ever seen. And the reason why I absolutely love this one is it's got where the cobbler had added to fit the person a little bit wider heel, and I thought that was really unusual to see the leather on a shoe form like that. Plus it had the whole metal bottom. Usually you'll just see you know, a plate of metal here or back here, but the whole bottom had the plate. So I mean, it's a heavy shoe, but I thought it was great. The only thing is it doesn't have any writing on it. Oftentimes you'll find them with, you know, numbers and things on them. Well, both of these are covered, so this one didn't either. It wasn't pretty, so we covered it. And yeah, like this, they've got like the sizes and stuff on them. Anyway, so there you go. More than you ever wanted to know about old shoe forms, but there you go. And then this one, so I started to show you, and we used the paper flowers from Hobby Lobby, tied on a key, added a decorated picture with a pretty back that we added some gold to, and put a little bow on, and there you go. So there's that, just for inspiration if you're like, I'm kind of digging that. And then, oh yeah, so this was what we did in our group 2 days ago, I believe. This, I think, is an old telegraph, like a Morse code thing. And anyway, so we it was very ugly and rusty, and it had holes in it. It wasn't very pretty. but when we added the greenery, it just made it a piece that's going to be pretty sitting on a table and have a lot of conversation about it. So I thought it was an interesting change for the piece to kind of give it a little softness and give it a little life and a little curiosity factor as to what the heck is that thing. So that's kind of what we're doing. We've got another piece for the group, but maybe when I get it all done, I'll show you guys. So anyway, okay, so whoo! So the idea was to have the girls find, not to overlook something that's crusty and really like, what the heck is this? Look for its possibility to make it pretty and make it unusual, because there are so many of us doing vintage, you know, everything and antique things and all that. And I think that the more creative and unusual your pieces are, as people are collecting all of the things that you are, it kind of gives you something a little different that, you know, they might have a hard time finding. So it makes it more fun. To me, it makes it more fun that, you know, they can't just run to Hobby Lobby and get it, because it's just something very different. So anyway, hi you guys. Hello, thanks for joining. So if you remember, I had this shoe, it was all done. It was the very first shoe that I had ever done. It was just a bright idea that I had to, again, just like the piece I just showed you, take something that was cool looking and jack it up a notch, I guess. Just give it a little extra something. There's a key, a little tiny key hanging here, if you can see that. And then I have a larger key on the other side hanging. If you know me, I usually use buttons and keys in just about everything that I do. So I have a vintage cardboard piece of lace, and I thought with this one, I would use this piece right here that is a little bit smaller than the spool center. And I love that it's thin. I was thinking usually when I cover the spools, I like cover the spools, like I add a whole bunch. So we're gonna see, because I kind of still like seeing through it a bit. So let me get this tacked on here. Let me put you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. And I hope my glue gun's hot. Yeah. Yep, we're good. Should have checked that before now. Whew, lucky. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a try here and see. I really think, so here it is without, and here it is with. I just think it adds a little bit of brightness to it. So let's see if I want to load it up a little bit with lace. Oh yeah. I think I do. I was thinking I might like to just see through it, which was why I was using this really thin stuff. But I think, yeah, let's just roll some on the spool and make it feel like, you know, like a really real spool. It is a real spool, but you know what I mean. Make it nice. So, okay. And then, so I just used a little touch of hot glue to tack it down. And there we go. So if, let's see, do I want to kind of mess it up? I've got it really lined up perfectly. Yeah, let me pull a little bit down on the one side. There we go. So now it's not so perfectly threaded on there. But so there we go. There is the first little touch that I wanted to do. Now that I see that though, I kind of feel like it's brighter than what I have going on in the shoe. So I either need to add, let me see here. It's all in the details. Let me see here. So let's add, I love the buttons with the strings, and oh, here, this is a good one. Okay, maybe one that's bigger. That one's not very pretty, but it's lighter. Let's see here about adding, okay, let's see about adding those for now. Let me see what that'll do. And I gotta see if I've got a good spot really for them. So my key is hanging, let's see, the key is hanging in here. Can I put it in the middle of the bow? I'm going to show you. Hang in there with me. Yeah, that doesn't hurt anything. Just kind of tucking it in here. I'm not sure that'll be enough, but okay. So I have kind of a spot. Where were you? Right in here. Right in here that I feel like is kind of like the center of the bow. So I'm going to glue, a bigger creamy colored old button, and I don't have any strings in this one, but it's going to be a backer. I think I'm going to make it be the backer for this button, which does have the old strings in it, the old fabric from where it got cut off of an old shirt or something, and they left the strings, and the strings are everything to me. So, okay, what does that do, first of all? Yeah, a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit. See, I pulled the cream up, but I don't know if it's quite enough. Let me see, plan B here. You just take a little snippet, maybe let's just try one, maybe two little snippets and add them in here and around underneath this pine cone. Oh yeah, that's gonna be probably plenty. Yeah, so let's get this jammed up in here underneath all this, maybe up underneath the button actually. See if I can't, let me split it open. And shimmy it up in here nice and tight so it looks intentional, like it was there in the first place and not added. And then I can cut it down if I need to. But there we go, there we go. So now I feel like the little arrangement on the top kind of matches the bottom. Let's snip this up just a little bit. It's probably fine, but I'm gonna angle it a little bit and just snip it up just a little bit, soften it down a little bit, okay? So there we go. Oh, I didn't get a very good cut on this. I kind of have a little bit hanging out. See if you can see. And here, see how this shoe is wood and it's just metal there? That's kind of more normal than the shoe that I found. So there we go. I just cut that little tabby tab off. Okay. So this shoe is done and ready to go back home. I don't think I want to do anything else. I suppose I could add the cream to this side. I dressed up this side just because, and usually most of the shoes that I've made for you guys, I do that just in case maybe your shoe needs to set a different way. You know, it might need to sit this way one day and this way another arrangement or whatever. So yeah, maybe I need to add just a little bit of that lighter color over here as well. I don't really have much ribbon over here, but let's just add a little teeny piece. Yeah, let's do it. So I saw Jennifer and Debbie Rigg both went live together from Check Savvy, and I can't remember, it's Check, she's got a new page, and Home Sweet Create. So if you guys want to go over there, go catch them live. I'm sure they're a lot more exciting because they're together, and then maybe you could catch the replay here. That's perfectly fine, I understand. So, okay, so anyway, there's that. And that just added a little bit of that creamy color, if you can see it, to kind of help explain the cream down here. It's not picking up very well on the camera, but it definitely, in person, I totally, like this side, I really see it. So, okay, so anyway, the shoe's done in my book. So the next up is this little bucket. So I quickly tried to mess around with a little bit of this lace off of this vintage spool, or vintage cardboard. Is not a spool, it's just a piece of cardboard. So I'm kind of working all of my lace off of that, except what I'm going to use on the book. I see someone said a whole lot. Look, was it Kathy? Hi, Joyce. Kathy. Let's see what she's saying. I got a steal for 2 metal containers filled with vintage buttons on cards. Oh, that's so awesome. Some have threads, so many different old buttons. Oh, Kathy, that is amazing. Hi, Judy. Hey, Brenda. Oh, I'm glad you caught me too, Kathy. What a find. That's exciting, isn't it? It's just like, especially when you look at that price, it's like, oh, wow. And don't you kind of feel bad because you know they could have got more. Hey, Phyllis, thank you. Hi, Pris and Cheryl and Kim. Hi, you guys, Tracy and Dee Dee. Hi, everybody. Hey, Penny. So, okay, let's go here. Now, I don't want to, because someday I'm going to be like, why did I put all that lace on this thing? I don't even want it. So I'm going to just gently see if I can't just tack it on here. Oh, I gotta find my end. Oh, here it is. See if I can just tack it on here real quick. because I don't want to really glue it down everywhere. So there, I caught it. So let's see if I can pull it taut enough to stay. Here we go. Okay, up over that and around. So, okay, so here was the bucket before. And then I just want to add a little touch of more cream to it. Someone suggested that I do some paint drips, but I really like it to be as authentic as possible. And I feel like new paint would look like new paint, even if I waxed it or did anything to it. I'm just not sure it would hold its authenticity. Yeah, that's the word. Gosh, you know how I usually have trouble with words. Hi, Sandy. Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, so now we've changed it just to a simple little bit. See how much color that added though? And I think it's sweet. And I'm still very much yes, I mean, I hate to say shabby chic, more of a romantic, I guess. I don't know, but my things tend to have ribbon and laces and fabric and things like that in them. More for my eye, just to soften it down a bit, but yeah. And I think that, you know, I don't think so, but I hear that that's not, you know, oh, shabby chic is out, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm done with it. So we'll be a trendsetter, keep it for when it comes around again, right? We'll be ahead of the game. Because you know it's going to come back. It's got to. Okay, so I'm just going to, since I have several lengths of this, I thought I'd add a little bit of thickness here, not a whole lot. So let's cut this and let's cut this and cut all these loops out. And I think that one edge is folded back from where it was, oh, here's another one to cut, where it was probably folded on the card. So let's see, I just knocked something off. I'll spritz it. What the heck? I knocked something off. Okay, so I'll spritz it with a little bit of water to make it all kind of lay straight again. Oh, there's my mom. Hi, Mom. So let's see here. Yeah, so I need to add a little bit more to this. So I'm done with that. And I think I want a little bit thicker instead of this really thin stuff. Hi, Judy. I know, I do too. I mean, if you can just tell, even just looking, you know, from just, I just really do love the softness of the fabrics mixed in. But you know, you do you, as Debbie would say. Everybody has their own thing, and that's what you should do, is what you love. Okay. I think people will appreciate it for you, like when they come to your home and see that you're doing you, and that you know, it might be different than them, but you know, it kind of gives you something else to enjoy. Because I have come to love, like, okay, for instance, I had a customer, I paint houses with a group of girls for a living, and we were working at this lady's house a few years ago, and she did a red and white bedroom with the red and white toile. It was absolutely stunning. And then she loved red. So in her kitchen, we did a red faux finish on the walls, and then she had bought, she had like white counter, white backsplash. So she bought like a red toaster and all this stuff. And you know what? It was not my style, but I loved it. It was a joy to go visit and see it, because it wasn't me. And it was nice to see somebody doing something a little different. So I guess that's what I'm saying. Don't be afraid to be you, even if it's different, even if it's out of the box a little bit. I think that's okay. I think that's just fine. So I'm going to add a piece of this. So I've added in, so I had these little strips here that I started with, and then I added a couple of thicker pieces. So see, I have skinny and then thick, and then I added chunky. So this one, and then I added a little bit darker piece. Okay. So hopefully that's coming across for you guys. I was afraid if I picked it up, it would lose its place, and it kind of did here. Oh no, I'm okay. All right, so let's cut these two off. Okay. And then do I want one more or not? Let me see here. Oh, I think that's plenty. I think that's super plenty. So, okay, let's get a piece of seam binding. Hang on, let me get a piece of seam binding. The reason being is I can pull it really tight. It's nice and thin. It's not hand crocheted or anything like that. Oh, let's get a nice long piece here. So I can pull it tight. Yeah. So let's see here. We can do that. And then if I feel like I need a bow, I'll just do a seam binding bow. Actually, I could just do a seam binding bow. Hang on here. Let me, can you see me? Hi, Judy. Oh, I said hi to you. Yes, I already saw your comment about that. I do too. I love the shabby chic. Judy, you need to call me so we can settle up so I can get your package out, because I have a shoe for you in the box. So not right this second because I'm on my phone, but call me when you get a chance. I've sent you my number a couple of times in Messenger, so you should find it there. Give me a call and I can get your credit card, because I know you said you had a different one come through. Okay, so let's see about tying this little wad of lace and ribbon to this bucket handle. Let's see what happens. Here. Oh yeah, I love it already. I think I'm really gonna like it. And then when I get home and I put that plop on it, you know, that I showed you this morning, I think it'll make perfect sense. So, okay. So there is, and see, I didn't hurt anything. Like when I'm like, over the fluff, I don't want to be fluffy anymore. I'll just take it off. Just snip it right off. And it'll be fine. I can tie this onto something else. But for now, when I get the greenery on there, I'll send you guys, I'll post just some, you know, a little series of pictures. Oh, I think I need a key. I think I need a key. Hang on. Hang on, everybody. Hang on. We're taking it. We might as well take it all the way. Let's see here. So, okay, I need to see how big. There's a gold key. I don't think. No, I need a dark key that's going to show up. I don't think I want. No, it can't be that big. It can't be that dark. Let's see. Well, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's go. Oh, wait. Too dark. Okay. Alrighty. So, see, it's as easy as that. Hi, Shayla. Hey, friend. How you doing, girlie? How'd that garage turn out? Did your daughter get it all organized for you? Judy. Oh, you've called me a couple times. Oh, Okay, it's probably coming in as anonymous or unknown, and I'm thinking it's a prank caller. I might have even blocked you then. So, Judy, why don't you text me your number in Messenger, and I'll call you back, because I bet I've had a couple of unknown callers. Usually it'll tell me who it is, or give you a chance to tell me, you know, your name, and so I bet I've ignored it because I didn't know who it was. So, my bad. Write your number down and I'll call you. So sorry, Judy. I'm sure that's my end. That's me. I just get so many calls that I have this service, RoboKiller. I pay a little bit every year for this service, and it screens your calls for you, and it's fabulous. But it didn't pick up your name for some reason. So once I call you, I'll put your name on it. So if you try to reach me again, I'll have it. Hi, Stacy. Doing good. Doing good. How are you doing? Actually, I'm doing better than good. My new grandbaby, she's 4 months old, is visiting, and they're kind of wanting to stay home. They're kind of wanting to move back. And so I could not be more thrilled. Okay, so I added the key, got a little heavy. So I'm going to have to put a little dollop of glue here. Hopefully it doesn't pull the rust off someday when I remove it. But it's also going to help make that key stand out a little bit. Kind of have it hidden here in the laces. So there we go. There's what I got. Yeah, you can see it. I'll play with it a little bit, you guys, and get it perfect. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Judy. So, okay, so there's the bucket. I'm going to say she's a done deal. Okay, what's next? Oh, this. Okay, so this has, hi, Kathy. This has this unfinished little edge that as I was sitting looking at it, it's like so perfect. And then you have this. So, oh, sorry, you guys. I kind of want to diffuse it a little bit. Let's see, what is this? Oh, what is this? Oh, Julia Jackson wants this. Oh, Julia must have messaged when I did my live haul. I keep notes on you girls when you tell me stuff like that. But the tape was overlapping onto the side, so I want to get the tape out from underneath there. That's funny. Julia. Well, I hope you don't mind if I tweak it for myself. But someday when I'm tired of it, I've got your number. You'll be the first one I call. Okay, so then I also noticed when I picked it up to do this, that the back side, this has been up against something. It could have hung this way on a porch because of the way the scallops are going down. Or it could have been a railing, a low railing edge up against the house or up against something like a newel post topper. I don't know why, but this, and I could paint it, but again, the paint wouldn't be exactly like this patina. It wouldn't have the same shine. Like I could do pretty good at getting it pretty close where you might not be able to tell, but I don't know. I think I would know. So I started going through papers to see what I could pull, and I decided on this one. Now it looks, so I have like all kinds of really neat things, and I really like the idea of this if it was tall enough, which it is, but I'm not crazy for that purple stamp, and I don't want to waste the stamp. I want to keep it neutral, so I don't want to waste the stamp. So this was out. This was just, someone mailed me a check, and she stained up her paper and wrapped her check in it and mailed it to me. So I absolutely love the paper, so I'm saving it. And then this is just all my scrap papers that usually when I'm doing a Mod Podge project, I grab that bag. But I also had bought a couple of beautiful handwritten books where there's all kinds of handwriting in these books. And I absolutely love that. But, you know, it is going to be on the back side. I have a ledger here that I could tear into with more beautiful writings. But again, I don't really want to waste it on the back side of something, but I don't want it to be unfinished. So I found this, it was in a typing instructional book, and someone had handwritten it, and then I suppose the students were to type it with all of its corrections. So I think I want to go with that for this project because it looks like handwriting, it is on old paper, all the things, but I'm not wasting anything really. Okay, so we're going to use that. So let's get it down here. And then I have to think about how I want to try and get it perfect. So let me grab a pencil and see if I can't kind of trace the shape of this thing a little bit. To at least help me a little bit here. And then I can patch in whatever I need to patch in. So this ought to be pretty good. This ought to be pretty good, I would say. Oh, you'd love it too. Hi, Phyllis. Okay, so here we go. Let's see how we do. It should make it just a snap bigger by tracing it on the outside of the project. Yeah. So we'll see here. And then I can do like the girls do and sand it back if it's, too big or whatever, but it should be pretty good. And if it's a little short, I'm not really going to worry about that because I don't care if the edges of the wood shows a little bit, it's fine. So this is a little crumbly and not a very good drawing there. So I'm going to leave it extra big and we'll fix it in the end. Let's just follow my pencil mark here. go up around this round part. Da, da, da. Oh boy, I didn't get it. I couldn't reach back in there. Okay, we're just guessing. Okay, and then I'm just gonna leave this side too because it's not a very good drawing. But for the most part, I think we got it. We got words on the whole thing. Okay, this piece, back. Okay, so let's slap a little Mod Podge on here and see how we did. So this actually, I had a large container of glue. You guys probably don't care, but if you have a large container of Elmer's glue, you know you can do glue and water mix and get Mod Podge. I go through quite a bit of it, so I had a container, like a gallon-sized container of glue. I don't remember what project I was doing to need so much glue, but I had a lot of it left. I didn't use as much as I thought, or maybe I had to buy a second one and didn't use. I don't remember what the project was. Again, I've been doing this for years and years and years, like 2013, so who knows what the project was. Anyway, so rather than keep buying Mod Podge, I just decided I'm just going to mix my glue with some water. I think you want a little more glue than water. But if you mix your first little batch, don't use everything you have, but mix your first little batch at 50-50, and then you can add a little more glue if it's too runny, or add a little water if it's too thick. That's kind of how I do it. Oh, thanks, Phyllis. Pris, okay, we'll have to talk about this. Hey, Lori. Oh, you're new. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So we have a house. It has 3 acres, 4 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, and it's just mostly me there on my, like Randy, my husband travels a lot. So I'm there a lot on my own, and we bought a little house to rent a few years ago, and we rented it until last year, right about this time. Oh, not quite, but almost. And when the renters moved out, we kind of started cleaning it up to get it ready, and we didn't really have anyone in mind to rent it. And I kind of like the idea of downsizing. My husband has a lot of mowing. We live on a hill. If you follow me for a long time, we have a beautiful view and sunset and all the things. So anyway, we have talked extensively about downsizing. So he wasn't sure he was ready, and he didn't think we could live here because it's like 900 square foot. So anyway, I started bringing things over, and I set up my crafting space here in the basement, and which has been super nice because at the other house I had, like, I tried every room in the house and I just couldn't feel it. Like I was forcing myself to craft, and I'd have to run to the basement to get paint stuff, or I'd have to run upstairs to get stuff out of the closet or whatever. I just didn't have a space that would handle everything. And here at this little house, I kind of claimed it and made it, this was the first thing I brought over. So kind of made it work, and have been loving it now for a year. So anyway, fast forward a little bit, and he finally says he thinks he's ready maybe to give it a try, and maybe we can. So we've been, those of you that have followed me, the saga is that it was going to be very, very expensive to tear down the garage out back and build what he would want. And we weren't sure, you want to outdo your building better than your house. Here's what I got, you guys. Isn't it beautiful? I might have to make that be the front now. Yeah, so here's where we are. I love that. But I don't want to do it everywhere else because I don't want to lose. This is so pretty. So anyway, we've been around. Then we decided, well, okay, what if we just add on? Well, then we decided, no, we don't want to see. You don't want that. This is what fell, is what I wanted next. Not that. What the heck fell? Like, oh, I see. Everything fell off of the card. That's what, everything fell. The card's right here. Okay. So, all right, where was I? So we decided we didn't want to add on, oh no, this is all extra. What the heck is this? Oh yeah, this was how, oh, here's what fell. Okay, I had this for extra. Got it. Okay, I know what's happening. Sorry, here's my card. So still gonna be very expensive to add on, and still being unsure what we wanted to do with this place. So he decided to get a ready-made building, like one of the little barn buildings that you see when you're driving down the road. And so we ordered like a huge, like the biggest one you could trailer. And anyway, we've got the pad all built, and the building is supposed to be delivered, I think the first weekend in July. So anyway, we're kind of excited about this decision. Well, so I told you earlier today that my daughter, Summer, and her family, her husband, her 4-month-old baby, her 3 dogs, have decided they want to come home. They live in Arizona. And it's very hard, I think, for her to have Grandma and Grandpa so far from the baby. And they both work remote from home and could use a little help. So anyway, they've decided to move back home. They got home last week, and they decided to put their house on the market just to see what would happen while they were gone. And it sold last night. So anyway, so now we're all like, now what do we do? So they kind of want to save some money and get a really great house. So I think they're going to move in here. So I'm like, can I still craft in the basement, you know, Tuesday nights with my friend Julie and with my group and all that stuff. So we got some things to work out. Randy's like, I have my new building coming, but it's all good because we're thrilled to have them. We're thrilled to have the baby. It's just a lot of, you know, he's just been so on the fence. And I think, honestly, he would probably still be on the fence had this not, you know, had he still had a choice. I think he would be more on the fence. But so I think we're going to stay where we are a little bit longer. You know, when everybody wants to get together to eat or whatever, we don't have room here. Like I said, it's like 900 square foot. So I think everything works out how it's supposed to work out. And so it's fine to buy us a little more time. I told him the other morning, I came downstairs, the dogs are romping around and the dishes are clanging and the baby's, you know, talking and cooing and whatever and squealing and they're chatting. And I kind of felt a little teary-eyed that my house wasn't dead anymore. Like it was really dead. You know, when the kids leave and you find yourself walking down the hallway where there used to be people and now there's just empty rooms, and you know, it's hard. It's very hard. And so it was kind of an awesome moment. And I had to tell him how much I loved having them there. So I'm not really in any hurry for them to move in here anyway, but eventually, you know, they need their own space. And maybe Randy and I need to move in here and let them have the bigger house, but that would be kind of an expensive thing. So I don't know. We're still seeing what's going to happen. Oh, that might be too small. I got these little numbers. So there you go. There's my life saga. I'll continue the story later once we see what's going to happen. I bought these little numbers off of Etsy. This lady made these. Oh, can you see them? There's little numbers. This lady made this. Love it. Let me show you. She made paper ribbon. I don't know if any of you do this or know anything about this. I know they need the big house, but I don't know that they'll mow it to his, my husband's very picky, so he likes it how he likes it, and we've got it really perfect. There was a hailstorm that came through last year. We got a whole new roof, new siding, new everything, and it just really, it's ready to, it's imperfect, it's ready. And so, you know, the dogs and the yard, it's just a lot. So, we have wood floors over there. I don't know, just being, I hope my daughter's not watching and be like, Mom, I can't believe you're telling everybody. But anyway, I bought this from Etsy and I can't remember her page. If anybody wants it, you'll just have to send me a message and I'll look through my purchases on Etsy and I can tell you. But I bought this and those little tags from her. But I really like this, but I feel like it needs backed with something. I love the idea of, oh, there, what if I just bring it up a little bit? That's really a neat thing. I don't want to cheese it up though. I don't want to ruin it. That's subtle. I think that's subtle. And then add a little button beside. A cleaning lady. I know. I don't. But no one's really there but me. Maybe my husband's there sometimes, but he's there on the weekends and yeah, love it. Okay, so there's that. And then I think I need a button. But yeah, so it's so fun. I love having you guys to chat with, talk things through. Okay, so I want to find the perfect button. I don't think that, oh, that's way too big. Let me dig in here. This one's a little bit smaller. And of course I want one with it. Oh, that's not the one I saw. Now it's gone. Oh, here's one. I want one with the string. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so anyway, yeah, it's a wonderful problem to have. We are thrilled to have the kids home. I can't even tell you. Like I said, you all know, have kids that have moved away. To have them want to come home is just amazing. So, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. It looks too in the middle. I don't like where I put it. Hang on. Let me move it. Oh, thanks, Janet. Those are on my website, actually. I think I have one or two more. TammyLovesVintage.com. I'll ship you one. Okay. Let me get that glue off of there so it doesn't stand up so far. Let me try it. Yeah, I'm gonna like it better down here. I don't like things in the middle. That did not look great in the middle. So there, that's much better. Okay, I should have showed you the middle, but I didn't love it. And it's kind of felt like with that chippiness right there, kind of just like, look at the button in the middle. I didn't like it. So anyway, that's just super subtle, but I love how that turned out, and I'm going to call it done. It just took away, see how it just took away that line a little bit? I don't mind seeing it because it matches all of the dark lines all the way up. So this is done in my book. It's done. Okay, next up is this book. Now, if you remember, not all of you might have caught me this morning. If you didn't, I did a super quick, it was probably 10 minutes. Like, I don't know, I didn't look at the timestamp, but it was a super quick little video of my mantle and how everything's set on my mantle. And these items, I just had enough baby loving time to look at that and be like, it's just not perfect. So I decided to tweak a few things. So I went live to show you guys, just for the fun of it, what it would look like. Oh, did I remember to take pictures? I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. I hope I did. I can't remember. Boy, oh boy, I can't remember. Did I? I think I did. Dang. If I took pictures, I'll share the before and afters. If not, I'll just have to. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. Did I? I don't know. Okay, so I have this really, I have no idea what this book is. Let's see. Gosh, the handwriting is so beautiful. I have no idea what it is. Stove and pipe. It must be from a store. We're talking about assets, building purposes, fuel, to pay insurance, tax, primary money, ordered, number 2, delivery money. I don't know. It's very interesting, and I know it's backwards, but you can still see, well, let's see, I can flip it. Hang on, let me flip it for you, and you all can see it better. Let's see, do that and do that. There you go. So here's what I'm seeing. You can screenshot it if you want to try and see what it does. Okay, and then there's the other side. I just grabbed this piece. I didn't really, oh my gosh. Yeah, this was meant to be because it fits my book. It perfectly fits my book. So see, so this is what I was thinking, is because I'm fine with the jacket, how it is, and the back, how it is. It's neutral, I love it. I don't even mind this stripe here, but I could never get that paper to hold with just this little shorty. So I'm going to take it clear over. Let's see. So I need to, do I have a paper cutter? Oh, how many are watching? 44. I don't know what I want to do this in front of 44 people. Let's see, where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, oh, I see lots of people writing me things. I'll answer those later, you guys. I'll sit maybe while I'm holding baby later and answer. Let's see if I can do a straight cut. I want to cut off the the dead part of this paper. I'm going to cut off what's just plain. We don't need anything plain here. So let me line it up. I don't know if this thing is, I don't use this very often. So I do have a blade here, but I don't know if it's me. Oh, I think I'm a little bit high still. And I see I'm pulling it, so I'm still a little bit high. So let me try putting it right in the middle of the paper. Oh yeah, that's the way. That's what I should have done. Okay, so let's pick it up. I'm gonna slide it back. Okay, that should give me a straighter line than me trying to cut it with scissors. Because, you know, I'm not a patient person, so I would probably, you know, make a mess. So, okay, so then we'll go around the book and down, and I need to go, where's it at? Right about here. I'm going to go a little bigger, right there. Okay, so let's cut the other side of this. Yeah, this thing's, oh gosh. Oh yeah, I cut it. Okay, I was like, where's my pencil mark? I don't have a pencil mark. Okay, so let me find a straight edge there, get it fairly straight anyway, and then I need to push my cut up here and get my line straight again, get my, where's my cut? Here, okay, and then put my blade in the middle. That does a nicer job than starting on the edge and pushing it, for me anyway. So I'm lifting it up just a little bit, getting it back here where I need it, drop it down, and finish it off, and there you go. Perfect, it worked. I don't know if you guys, a Fiskars probably. Triple Track. Put the tag on it. Fiskars Triple Track is what it is. I believe I just got it at Hobby Lobby. You can pick them up on Amazon or whatever. I'd love to have one of those great big ones that you like in school, but where would I put it? You know, where would I put it? Okay, so I'm going to Mod Podge this down. So take a good look. For those of you like, oh, don't destroy the book. It's destroyed. See, it's already yucky. So I'm just trying to make it pretty. I'll show you the pages if you missed me this morning to see how much I love this book. And this will always be to the back side. But again, I know it's like that. And it bugs me in case I pick the book up if a friend comes over or something. And, you know, my friend Julie, whatever, she saw it already. But, you know, somebody interested in it, or if I ever go to sell it, I just kind of want it to be good all over. And this kind of has been bothering me that I know it's a mess on the backside. And that's just me. That is the sign of a bored person. We finished our last paint job for a while until next month. So, like I said, I've had a lot of baby time to just sit. Watch a lot of cute movies on Netflix. You know, all the fun things you do when you're busy and can't, and you think about them. I got to do them. So, okay, all right, here we go. So I have plenty of Mod Podge down. I might have done too much, but I was kind of worried about this leather. You know, it's kind of fuzzy feeling, so I'm not sure. Hey, there's Dee Dee. Hop on right now. Catch my improvements. Okay, so I'll show them all to you when I'm all done, Dee Dee, since you're a little bit behind. This is my last one, so I will show them to you here just in a second after I get this one done. So, okay. So much better already. Now, I'm assuming that when it dries, it's going to suck down and follow the, like right now, it's pretty smooth, actually. It's pretty smooth. You can see, I don't see much happening. In the right light, I can see where that hole was. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can imagine what I'm seeing. So we'll see how it dries down. I'm assuming it's kind of like wallpaper. If there's an imperfection in the wall, it's going to suck down and show it. It does, you know, if it's a thinner paper. So we'll see. But anyway, oh my gosh, I love it already, just like that. But the beauty of this book to me was this. These hand-torn pages, and there's ads, like advertisements inside this book that are crazy cool. I mean, it's a really old one, but I loved the uniqueness of it. I loved the gold. I loved everything about it. So instead of using that really fine lace, I think I want a little bit chunkier lace. So back to my lace jar here. Let's just pull some out. Oh, I see it, a really pretty one. But it doesn't have a straight edge. This white one has a straight edge, but I don't think I want white. Although it's kind of a nice, interesting contrast. It's the perfect size. What do you see the contrast? Meaning the book's dark, this is medium, and then this is light. I'm gonna leave that hang out. Let me see if I see anything else straight lined. I don't want this, it's not old enough. Super cute though. It's super cute. That might mess with what sits on top of it though. Cuter than I thought. Look, how cute is that? See how the ruffle sticks up? I'm surprisingly surprised. I'm kind of digging it. Yeah, I kind of like it. I'm so surprised. And the color's good. It's not as much contrast as the other. Kind of looks like it on camera. It kind of is, but not. It doesn't feel like as much. Maybe it's because I can see through the. I'm going with this one, you guys. Let me just set. So what I've been using on this book is this finial that we just finished. Let me see how it sets here. Well, it's probably going to lean a little bit on that lump, but I could easily just stick a quarter in here or something and level it. So I think I'm going to do this one. I really like it. I love the dimension of it. So let's do this one. So I don't know that I want to raise the book up anymore by wrapping it, but yet I want it to be a finished edge. So yeah, I better wrap it. I better wrap it. So I'm going to leave it hang a little bit longer on both ends. I don't want to wrap it too much. Let's just go right here. Oh, my scissors suck. Okay, so then let's just follow. Let me get my glasses on. Dee Dee, I'll read what a lot of you guys are writing me lots of words, so I'll look back. You know how I do. I always answer you when I'm all done. Okay, so here we go. Make sure I have the right side up. Kind of might be important. Okay, I'm pulling it pretty tight so that I can keep it straighter, hopefully. I gotta hit the glue. My glue is already, is my glue, well, for Pete's sake, my glue's already dry. Hang on, let's try that again. Look at that, isn't that crazy? It just came right off. All right, let's try this again. Okay, just do a little bit here. Okay, let me just do a little bit. Oops, I need to leave some hang off. I need to make sure I'm covering the edge. Here we go. We got some hanging off. Okay, we're good. That dark line. I'm right on the edge. Okay, now we'll finish it out and see how I did. Okay. Okay. All right. Now let's just put some on the fabric instead of putting it on the book and guessing where it's going to fall. I'm going to lay it right on the ribbon and wrap. And that's just enough. It's just enough there. You can see, I think. Yeah, it just wrapped just that little edge, but it sure looks finished. See? So good. Yay. All right, let's do it on the back. Same thing, and then we'll be done, and I'll show you all of my little projects. Hey, Marlene. Hi, honey. How are you? I've been live for a while. I've been missing everybody. Okay, so we're going to start with this in. Let me get the... Oh, I should have been ready. Okay, here we go. This is really going to clean up the jacket of this book. I don't know if you caught me this morning. I was on just for a few minutes. I mean, couldn't have been 15 minutes. To show my mantle. You know, my grandbaby's home, Marlene, and so I've been holding her and looking at my mantle and thinking, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. So anyway, I decided to go live and show you guys everything I don't like about my mantle and what I have to do to make me like it. And that's what we're doing right now, is just tweaking a few little things. Not that it'll be perfect, but it'll be a lot better for me. A little more flawless than what it is right now. Then, you know, within a week or two, I'll change it anyway. But, okay. So here is what we have. So again, I'm going to display this side of this book because I love all of the texture of it. But if I ever pick the book up to show anyone or anything, it's more finished looking now. And knowing me like I do, I move things around all of the time. And it's such an interesting riser now. And I really love it. So I think what I might do, just to draw your eye away from the ripples that I fear are going to come, I'm going to add 3 little buttons. Boop, boop, boop. It's off center. I think it will look really nice on the jacket, and it will keep those wrinkles. You can see they're kind, I don't know if you can see. There. Can you see it there? I thought I got a glimpse. They're right in here underneath my finger. But I kind of see them coming. So let's find 3 more buttons here. Oh, here's a perfect little tiny. Might need bigger. I don't know. Let's see here. I'm looking for ones with strings. Years ago, we cut the strings out, and now I'm like, oh, I'm just sick at how many buttons I cut the strings out of. Because now the stringed buttons are everything. Okay, we need 1 more, about the same size. Oh, there's a sweet, tiny little one. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. But it's too little. Oh, it's adorable. Out here and see if you put it somewhere. Come on, eyes, find me another one. Here's one. There we go, perfect. Okay, got it. All right. So now what I want to do is try and hide those ripply, you love doing, I do too. This is just saving a book. It was not in the best shape on the spine part. And so I kind of want to fix that. Let's see, do I want the strings going in any particular, I kind of think I want them off. I don't want to be symmetrical. Okay. That one's really pushing that, not flat, the shirt fabric from, but I don't want to lose the string, but I need this big clump out of here so the button lays flatter. So let's see if I can't just cut off some of it without the strings falling out. Oh, I got a good bit off of there. That ought to make it better. Okay, so I gotta get my spacing right. That one's coming down just a little bit. So let's arc this one down just a little bit to the glue off of there that's oozing out. Oh yeah, that totally hides the, and see the strings? I don't have them very straight. I do though, but I don't. Do I? I do, but I don't. They're not straight. I don't think I can move them now. I'll have to wait till the book dries and maybe pop one off. I'm afraid. The heck do I do? God, I'm just a little bit crooked. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay. So I have this cute little button over here. I think I'm just going to add it right here. I'm never going to set anything clear up here. I really love it. And I love the string. See the string in the button? Can you see? Yeah. See how that little string just adds everything. It's just a nice little touch. Let me see if I can distract from that being a little bit crooked. And then I'm all done. And I can do this without you guys. See, sometimes I get off of the video and then I tweak because I see just a little something happening. But heck, it's been so long since I've been on here. I think it's gonna stay. It's just a small, I'm looking for a tiny key. I was thinking that might distract from the fact that I have my buttons crooked. I'm not sure that it will, but I like the color of that. Let's see what happens here. So let me grab, hang in there. Let me grab a piece of seam binding here. I never leave a loop without something, so I'm going to add some seam binding, just a snip, just a little piece. I don't even think I'm going to do a bow. I think I'm just going to do like the first part of when you tie your shoe, and that's it. I don't think I want a big bow. I just want a little string on it, a little something, something. Okay, so just like that. Let's cut that off. Okay, and then let's add this to the top. Let's see, I'm going to put glue on the fabric and down the body of the of the key. Okay, it's not a screw, it's a key. All right, there we go. There we go. So it's got the key on there, 3 buttons, the paper, the ribbon, and another button on the front. Now when I set this finial that had an unfinished wood band about a 1/2 inch all the way around, I added a little number and a button. I added some lace all the way around, and the back side was plain wood, so I added some handwriting. So that will, let's see, this will be, let's see, how am I going to do that? This will be the front, because I love this, the pages like this, so it will sit like this. So yeah, it might be off just a snap, and I may have to lift up this just a snap if it bothers me, or put a little, slide a little something underneath here to make up the difference of, I'm sorry, where it's sitting on that ribbon. Just lift it up just like that much with a piece of cardboard, or like I said, a quarter would probably do it. So anyway, so Dee Dee, if you're still here, those are the 2 things. The spine of this book was super ugly. It had a big hole in it. It was just a mess. So I wanted to fix that, and I wanted to fix the back side of this and the bottom to where I liked it better, which I totally do now. So I have that, and then I had my shoe that just had a plain spool. There was nothing on the spool, and I did that because the wood matched the shoe. But then I decided it needed, when you see my mantle, it just needed a little brightening. So I added some lace to the spool, and then to pull the lighter color up into the flower, I added a piece of it here, and I added a piece over here as well. So, and I'll put this all together on my mantle, and I'll give you guys pictures, okay? And then I did my little old rusty bucket, and I just tacked one spot, wrapped the lace around the top, and then I did a bow, and I tied a big old key on there as well. I didn't do any buttons. It sure would be cute to do. I just said I wasn't going to tweak anything without you. Okay, I think I can show you what I'm thinking. I don't think I'm going to do it today because I got to get going because Summer's home with the baby and she was wanting to go do something. Let me see if I can find, I have a, hang on here. Here it is. Okay, I have a little string of buttons here. I was just wondering if I did, you know how I string my buttons and sometimes I do it this way and sometimes I do them flat and go in and out. You guys that have followed me, you know. I was wondering about just leaving a, I can't do this because the black thread that they put it on is just killing me. I can't stand the black thread. Let's see if I can, here's their knot, and they used a button to hold it. I don't think I want all of this. Yeah, I don't want all this. I was just thinking like a line, just a little, like this much of one, of a button chain, just like that, okay? Just that hanging down might be interesting texture, like that. See? I think that might be cool. It might be too much. I'm not going to do it. But if I look at the bucket long enough and think I need to do it, I'll do it then. And I'll come back on, I'll show you. We'll do it together. I'm going to leave it for now because this is great. So, okay, you guys, that's all I have. Hey, Janie. Hi, honey. I'm sorry. I just am finishing. So, you know, the beauty of replay is you can just slide across and see what the heck's happening. But I did do a video just a little bit ago, like half hour, oh, probably maybe an hour ago now. It was super short. The little string of buttons. Oh, you like that, Dee Dee? Yeah, it would be really cute. But you just tie your knot at the bottom and put your buttons on it with a needle, or if you use dental floss, you don't need a needle, and then tie it off, and then you could just glue it. You can get it affixed in here underneath the little tails of your ribbon, and no one, you know, would ever know it was an afterthought. And it might be a really cute thing to add on. When we do our tassels, like it's been a while since I've done any tassels, and I had this horse bit that didn't sell in my last one, so I was going to do a tassel. If you haven't seen them, you don't know what I'm talking about, you can YouTube Tammy Loves Vintage, and there's a search bar there, and just type in tassel, and or you can type in horse bit, it might show up that way. I know I showed you guys here, it wasn't just an exclusive group thing. It was first, I always do everything first over there. And then after, used to be a year, and now I just wait several months, and I might bring it to you, and I might not, depends how much trouble it is to do. You like the string of buttons too? Oh, Brenda, hi honey, thank you. I really hadn't had any great ideas or any projects, kind of getting ready for the kids to get here, and they're all here now with the dogs and the baby, so I've been, you know, loving on everybody. So anyway, but I have had a lot of baby time in the chair looking at my mantle and seeing these little things that have been bothering me. So I thought I'd go live today and take a minute and get away and come over here and craft with you all. So anyway, it's nice to see everybody again. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time, but be watching and I'll send you the pictures. I'm pretty sure I remembered to take them. I hope I did. I think I remembered to take them before I left. But if not, I'll get this all staged out, and then I'll send you close-up pictures, and then I'll stand back and do one of the whole thing so you can see. So I'll see you all later. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for saying hello. I miss you guys too, and don't forget about me. I'll still be popping in from time to time. And yeah, I got to keep you posted on what the heck's happening here in our lives. Wow, it's a lot. So I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching. And all you new ones, it's nice to meet you. Bye-bye.